You give everything. You stay up late worrying. You serve. You sacrifice. And you wait. But at the end of the day, you still feel empty. You feel like you're starving in a room full of food. You think they should just know. You think if they truly loved you, you wouldn't have to say a word. But this expectation is exactly what is destroying your peace. This is what I call the guessing game ghost. It's a silent killer in relationships that makes you feel invisible while you're standing right in front of the person you love. Most people think the problem is a lack of love. Actually, the problem is much deeper. And if you don't fix this today, you will continue to feel lonely even when you're married. Today, I'm going to show you why. Hoping they understand you is a recipe for heartbreak. We are going to break down the psychology of why people fail to love us correctly and the biblical wisdom that demands you change your approach immediately. By the end of this video, you will have the exact blueprint to stop being a victim of your own silence. We fall into the guessing game ghost because we believe love is a superpower that grants people the ability to read minds. It isn't. The truth is, everyone enters a relationship with a different map of what love looks like. To you, love is a compliment. To them, love is washing the dishes. You are speaking Spanish. They are speaking Swahili. Now, you're thinking, but shouldn't they just care enough to notice? Actually, that thought is the very thing keeping you stuck. Proverbs chapter 18 verse 21 says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue." This doesn't just apply to prayer. It applies to your needs. If you don't use your tongue to build a bridge, you are using your silence to dig a grave for your relationship. But here's where it gets deeper. Imagine you are locked in a room and you are starving. A person stands outside with a key and plenty of food. They want to help you, but they think you are in there taking a nap. They have no idea you are hungry because you refuse to knock on the door. You're sitting inside thinking, if they loved me, they'd hear my stomach growling through the walls. That sounds move-like, right? But it's actually a mistake. Instead of knocking, you sit in bitterness. You have to teach people how to handle you. You are a unique masterpiece. No one comes with a manual on how to care for you. You are the author of that manual. Most people stop here, but that's the real problem. The 3-step solution to reset your relationship. This next part changes everything because it requires you to be brave. Step 1. Kill the "it looks weird" fear. You feel awkward saying, "Please tell me I'm beautiful." You think if you have to ask for it doesn't count. Actually, the opposite is true. Asking for what you need is an act of vulnerability that invites your partner to succeed. Stop waiting for them to just get it and start giving them the answers to the test. Step 2. Use the affirmation bridge. Instead of complaining about what they don't do, tell them exactly what makes your heart light up. Say this: "My love language is affirmation. It makes me feel safe when you tell me you're proud of me." It sounds simple, but it removes the ghost of guesswork. Step 3. Reinforce the behavior. When they finally do what you asked, celebrate it. Don't say, "It's about time." Instead, say, "Thank you. That made my whole day." This is the reason many relationships fail. They focus on the lack instead of the instruction. James chapter 4 verse 2 tells us a very simple, hard truth. You do not have because you do not ask. We apply this to God, but we forget it applies to our neighbors and our partners. God knows everything we need, yet He still wants us to speak it. Why? Because the asking creates a connection. When you tell someone how to love you, you are giving them the gift of knowing how to make you happy. Here is the secret. Teaching someone how to love you isn't begging for love. It is stewardship. You are a child of God and your heart is a garden. You cannot get mad at someone for stepping on the flowers if you never told them where the path was. The moment you stop expecting people to be mind readers is the moment you start experiencing true intimacy. You are not too much for having needs. You are just too silent about them. Stop playing the guessing game today. Pick one thing you've been wishing your partner would do and tell them kindly exactly how to do it. If this video gave you a new perspective, I want you to watch our teaching on the power of quiet boundaries next. It will help you protect the peace you're starting to build. Remember, you are loved, you are seen, and you are worth the effort.